Hi guys. Hopefully you are doing well. Welcome to another Champions League deadline stream. We are here for match day 10. The match days have gone so quickly. We had like a 3-month break in the middle, but believe it or not, we are so close to the final. You have just like over a month before the Champions League ends and the season ends. But before that, we have to take care of the second leg for the quarterfinals of this season. So that is the match day 10 deadline stream. So as you can see my stream on screen right now, but as written there, transfers have not yet been made. I am still waiting for the team news to see which players I'm going to get in and which players I should be getting out. So Bayern, Villarreal, Real Madrid, Chelsea today. That will help in the decision. Obviously, Liverpool, Benfica tomorrow, and obviously the other game, Atletico Madrid against Manchester City tomorrow as well. So hopefully you guys are doing well. As always, if you have any questions, send them through. Let me do this. So the transfers have not been made. So my team still has one goalkeeper, Rulli, playing today against Bayern Munich. I could be getting another goalkeeper from tomorrow. I did mention Alisson as a potential differential. I could end up going for him. I could go for Vlacho if I want a cheaper goalkeeper as well. Defense, I have Cancelo, Laporte, Rudiger, Trent, and also Mandava. Mandava plays tomorrow, so he's on the bench. In midfield, I have Salah, Sane, Jorginho, Havertz, and also Diaz. And then up front, Lewandowski, Vinicius Jr., and Bernardo Silva. So there's still some players I want to get in. The players I do want to get in, someone like a Benzema, I'm still thinking of whether to get him in. Obviously, I think he will be in the team. I'm also thinking about obviously removing at least one or two of these Chelsea players. I don't think I need all three of them. Maybe I could remove someone like a Jorginho. They play today, so we get their team news early as well. And then I'm also thinking of bringing in a second goalkeeper who plays tomorrow. So that is how the team is looking like at the moment. It's going to be interesting. Another very interesting match day. Obviously, next time is the semi-final, so we are going to lose a few players today. So if you've gone for a lot of Chelsea players and a lot of, let's say, Atletico Madrid players, and you don't have a wild card, you might have a few issues next match week, but no problem, though. We'll still sort it out. So I think we have like around 20 minutes before the team news starts coming out. So thank you to all the new subscribers. You're now less than 150 away from 1,000 subscribers. As always, if you have any questions, send them through. That is my team at the moment. Still no transfers. I still have 3 transfers to make. So I'm still looking at Benzema. I'm still looking at the second playing goalkeeper. I am still looking for another Bayern Munich player, whoever starts. We are still waiting for the team news. So obviously, I won't be going into the match day with 3 Chelsea players. That will drop down. I think they'll not win today as well. So I'll drop that down to 2 or maybe 1. But we have to wait and see. I think going without Benzema again will be a risk. So I'm definitely thinking of getting Benzema in as quickly as possible. So any questions you have, make sure to send them through. So the game starts in like just over an hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes before the game starts. So as I do expect Liverpool to go through, I do expect City to go through, same with Bayern and Real Madrid. It's going to be very, very interesting. So let's go to the transfers page as we wait for the team news to see which players play and which players don't play. I have 0.4 million in the bank. I'm not sure that is going to help a lot, but still have 3 transfers. So we await the team news to see what you're going to do with the team. So I already did a few videos preparing for this match day. The match day 10 captain picks, there's that video on the channel already. There's the match day 10 differentials. There's also the match day 10 team selection, but that is basically what you're watching right now. So the differentials captain picks are on a different video. Man City, I might be tempted to bring in Mahrez even though he plays tomorrow because he didn't play in the Premier League game. So we have to wait and see. We are waiting for the team news. I'm happy to have Rule in terms of saves potential for today's game, but man, all the others is a bit difficult. Cancelo, Laporte, 2 City defenders, although Atletico Madrid didn't have 1 shot in the last game. So I'd be happy to keep them as well. Bernardo Silva, I'm not sure. I have Bernardo Silva in my FPL team as well, and it's been a while since he returned for me, so I might have to take him out. But it depends who starts today. I'm not going to go for 3 Chelsea players, no. That will definitely drop down to 2 or 1. So if you have any questions, make sure to send them through. as we wait for the team news from today's matches. I don't know how far it is before we get the team. All the teams actually release their team news different times. It's not like the Premier League. Some teams remove like 1 hour, 30 minutes before. Some teams just an hour before. I don't know how that one works, but let's see. Real Madrid. Let's see if there's anyone who's actually released the team news. Oh yeah, Real Madrid have actually released the team news already. That is very interesting. That is so fast. That is like 2 hours before. So Real Madrid team news: Courtois starts, Carvajal, Alaba, Nacho starts, Mendy starts, Vinicius, Valverde, Casemiro, Modric, Kroos, and Benzema. So there's one change there. Nacho starts. I don't think Nacho started last time. Who is missing also? I think it's Militao who's missing. Yeah, Militao is the player who's missing. So let's just type that in. The Real Madrid team news is out already. Let's type it in. Real Madrid team news. Any questions you have, make sure to send them through. So Courtois obviously starts. Courtois. We have Carvajal. We have, if you just only hit the like button, I'll really appreciate it. Alaba starts as well. Nacho, Mendy, Kroos starts, obviously. Modric starts, obviously. Valverde, Vinicius. Who did I miss? Apart from Benzema, I missed someone definitely. Casemiro. Casemiro is the guy I missed. So let's put Casemiro there. Casemiro, Valverde, Vinicius, and Benzema. I'm already not feeling comfortable about going without Benzema again. I might have to bring him in. So the Real Madrid team news is already out. The Real Madrid team news is already out. Next up, we wait for Chelsea's team news. Let's see if it's already out. Chelsea, not yet. I don't know how that one usually works out. I don't know how another team releases their team news 1 hour before and the other releases it 40 minutes later. I just don't understand. Which other team is playing? Bayern Munich. I really awaiting the Bayern one because that's a couple of players I might get from there. I expect them to win today. Bayern's team is not yet out. Bayern's team is not yet out. Villarreal, I don't think many of us will have too many Villarreal players. Let's just check Villarreal. Danjuma is an interesting differential always. Villarreal's team is not yet out as well. So Real Madrid is the only team to release their team news so far. We are still awaiting the other teams from the other team, the other teams from the other teams, the other team news from those other guys. So far, no surprises from Real Madrid. Obviously, Militao doesn't play. Nacho comes in. I might have to bring in another Real Madrid player. But should I take out Diaz? Diaz has Benfica at home. I really want 2 Madrid players, so I'm not a fan of taking out Vinicius and bringing in Benzema. If I could, there's no one else I could take out. I have a feeling Diaz didn't start against Man City over the weekend. He definitely starts in this one against Benfica, against a team he doesn't like since he played for FC Porto at home. I mean, Liverpool could get another 3 or another 4 goals here. So I don't know how I could get in Benzema. Not sure I could get in Benzema. I think getting the Chelsea team is my help. I really wish Liverpool would have been playing today as well. That would have helped. Cancelo, those are tomorrow as well. So the only team you're waiting for is Chelsea. Rudiger will probably start with the Havertz. If Jorginho doesn't start, that makes it very easy to just take him out. So let's see when they're going to release the team news. But for Madrid, Courtois, Carvajal, Alaba, Nacho, Mendy, Kroos, Modric, Casemiro, Valverde, Vinicius, and Benzema start for them. Let's see. They're taking too long to put out the teams, although it's like 2 hours before the game starts. I really do not understand why Real Madrid released their team news that early. So Alaba and Nacho as the centre backs for Real Madrid. I mean, Chelsea could get a chance there. Chelsea could definitely have a chance in that position. I also put a poll in the chat asking which game are you captaining a player from, or which team? Are you captaining Lewandowski? Are you captaining Benzema? Are you captaining a differential today? Let us know in the chat. You're trying to see how much, let's see. Real Madrid, Benzema right now is 10.5 million. I literally cannot get him in unless I downgrade elsewhere massively. I already have a goalkeeper playing today in Roli. Modric is 8.3. I can't actually afford him. Carvajal is 5.7. I actually don't mind Carvajal in terms of the attacking play. But who will he be coming on for apart from Rudiger? I think Rudiger will go out, so I could just take him out for Carvajal. Who else? I don't think there's anyone else. Mendy is 5.8. So that's Real Madrid. Let's see. Bayern. Who can I get from Bayern? But they've not released their team news yet, so we're still waiting for that. Bayern. Who can I get from Bayern? So Mola is 9.9. Is way too expensive, and he's a forward, so I can't really get him. And it has to be a midfielder. I can only get in a midfielder. So Chelsea team news. I'm not sure they've put it out yet. Chelsea's team news is still not yet out. Next team is Villarreal. Villarreal's team is not yet out as well. Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich's team is not yet out as well. I think you have to wait for like another 50 minutes to get everyone's team news. Real Madrid just usually choose to release it early, so let's see. Bayern is the team that I'm really awaiting their team news. That might decide a couple of my transfers. Do I really need to get in Benzema? Is he going to have another hat-trick, really? Should I take out Vinicius? I'd be so mad if I took out Vinicius for Benzema and then Vinicius ended up scoring 15 points and then Benzema decided to blank today. I would be so annoyed. I could take out Diaz, but Diaz is playing against Benfica at home. Do I really need to take out Diaz, who's playing against Benfica at home? Martin, how are you, man? Hi, mate. Is it worth selling Salah? He has potential for being rested. They are playing against Man City again. Who are you thinking of bringing in? That's the question, Martin. Who are you thinking of bringing in place of him? I don't think it's ideal to take him out. Not many people will take him out. That's the thing. You could be very bold to take him out, but he's playing against Benfica at home. Even if he gets 30 minutes, he could easily get 2 goals. So he's currently owned by 43%. He played 61 minutes last time, then 90, then 90, 64, 71. He always starts no matter whichever game is surrounding them. I mean, if they had scored a 4th goal last game, we probably would have seen him being rested, but you never know. 2 goals is not many. For us fans, we do imagine, what Liverpool have already gone through, but I don't think the managers usually think like that. I'm pretty sure you'd want to just start the likes of Salah, get another 2 goals, and then take them out. And that first half would be enough for Salah to do some damage. So, Martin, I wouldn't sell Salah. Relaxing Central, how are you, man? I'm doing good. We've just gotten the Real Madrid team news. We're still waiting for the other 3 teams to release theirs so that we could have a clear picture. I've not yet made any of my transfers, so still waiting for that. It's going to be an interesting week. I also would go for players I imagine will go through. So Liverpool, Bayern, Real Madrid, those kind of teams. I'm 28th in the league. Do you have any tips? I'll check Relaxing Central. Martin, I can spare the money for Chelsea mid and bring in Cancelo. So if you're trying to take out Salah because of the funds, I'm guessing, to get in a Chelsea midfielder and bring in Cancelo, I still wouldn't, unless it was like Chelsea against Lille at home or something. I wouldn't. Like, I'm not convinced they'll beat Real Madrid. You could do that. You could bring in Havertz for Salah, and then Chelsea lose again today 2-0, and then it's a wasted transfer, and then Salah scores twice tomorrow. It would be crazy. So I'd look for somewhere else to downgrade. But if you're feeling very, very brave, Martin, that's where now you're actually the manager of your team. If you're feeling really brave and you'd want to go for him, you can still go for him. But I don't think getting in a Chelsea player for Salah is worth it. Even if Salah doesn't play every single minute tomorrow, I'd still assume he'll play 30 to 45 minutes, and that would be enough. Benfica conceded 3 goals against Braga recently. They conceded a lot of goals. So Relaxing Central says 28th in the league. Let's see. '28th. Is it this team? Let me know if it's that team. Gobi to. Wow, that's a long name. That's a long name. Let me know if that's the team. Relaxing Central. Confirm for me if that's the team, and then we'll take a look at your team. But if you're just joining, that is my team. I've still not yet made transfers. We're still waiting for the team news from the other games. So Chelsea's team is out, I guess, since they've already updated that. Let me see. Chelsea team. I don't understand how Real Madrid released their team like 1 hour before, and then Chelsea released theirs like 2 hours after. So Chelsea's team is already out, but Chelsea's Twitter has not actually put it out yet. Interesting. Let's just search for Chelsea team then. Apparently, Havertz is starting, Rudiger is starting, and Jorginho isn't starting. So that makes my decision very easy. I'll just definitely take him out, Jorginho. And I'll still have 2 transfers after that. So Chelsea's team. I mean, the Chelsea team that has been put out. That is a fake Twitter account. So I'll just be patient. There's a Chelsea account that has trolled Chelsea. Literally put out the team. It looks very real. It actually looks very real, and it has Sunsop, Bell there, Barkley, Valle, Kovacic, Saul. It's funny, very, very funny. But Chelsea's team is definitely not yet out. I'll just check that. I'm waiting for the official Chelsea Twitter account to put it out. Martin says, it's really tough in here when one player he gets a massive red arrow. You think like everything is possible, even resting Salah for Man City clash. It is, but I think Salah is very capable of starting both games, and he never gets tired. And also, he got subbed off after 60 minutes against Benfica last time. So I think he should be okay. I hope the UEFA Champions League website did not update the Chelsea team after looking at the fake Chelsea team news on Twitter. Because that is a fake account that put out the Chelsea team news. Summit says, Joao Felix, biggest differential, mark my words. I mean, he's been on very good form, yes. But he's still Man City. I can see Atletico scoring, and it will probably be him who scores. So I wouldn't be surprised. It could. I'm predicting like a 1-1 draw in that one, City to still go through. But I don't think Joao Felix will get like a goal plus an assist and then or 2 assists or 2 goals. I don't think City will concede that many goals. How this guy did not troll like Chelsea team is still not yet out. I guess according to the website it is, but you're waiting for the official Chelsea team to. I've done this so many times. I know so many people usually put out fake team news, so I'll just be patient until the official to account release that squad. So Sky Sports have. Let's hear from Sky Sports. Thiago Silva. Let's see. Valverde at 6 million, great differential as well. I mean, he starts, so could be. I won't disagree with that. Do you think I should sell Mahrez and Salah for another? For me, I Salah no. I wouldn't sell Salah and I wouldn't sell Mahrez. I think Mahrez didn't start against Liverpool the other day, so I think this time he could start. He's always Mr. Champions League for Manchester City, so I'll still keep them both. Depends on who you're trying to bring in. I don't think there's anyone you can really bring in. Like Liverpool have Benfica at home. That's the easiest game. So I'll be looking to keep all those players. Let's see. Chelsea is so slow in putting out their team news. Let's go to Bayern first. Bayern as well have not yet put out their team news. I'm definitely looking at getting in another Real Madrid player, another Bayern player as well. Just depends on who starts. But we have to wait for another couple of minutes before the team news comes out. Oh man, just put out the team news so I can get into making the transfers. So they're saying it's Mendy, James, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Alonso, Kovacic, Mount, Loftus-Cheek, Kante, Kovacic, Mount, Loftus-Cheek, Werner, Havertz. So Jorginho is definitely going out of my team. That is for sure. James is always a good option, but I already have Rudiger. So let me just type in that Chelsea team news. Let's do this. Chelsea team news. Chelsea have Mendy as well. They have Alonso. Alonso will definitely be attacking a lot for them. They have James. They have Rudiger. Are they playing with a back four? That is suicidal. The last time they played with the back four, they got hammered by 4 goals against Brentford. So I'll definitely be going with Real Madrid forward players. Kante, Kovacic, Mount, Loftus-Cheek. I don't know how I'm going to get Benzema into this team. Any of you guys can help me? How the hell am I going to get Benzema into this team? Although I'd be very mad at myself if I took out Vinicius and then Vinicius scored twice today. Loftus-Cheek. Kante, Kovacic, man. And that is Chelsea's team news as well. So you have the team news from Real Madrid versus Chelsea. The Bayern team all-out attack. Let me just check Bayern's team if it's out. Oh, it is now. It is exactly 1 minute ago. Neuer, Upamecano, Pavard, Kimmich. Wow. It is all-out attack. They actually have 3 defenders on the pitch. Upamecano, Pavard, and Kimmich. And Kimmich usually plays in midfield. So Goretzka plays at the back. And then Lewandowski. Oh, Hernandez is there actually. So sorry, 4. So Hernandez at left back, Pavard at center back with Upamecano, and then Kimmich at right back. Goretzka with Musiala in midfield, and then Muller, Coman, Sane, Lewandowski. On the bench, they have Gnabry, Choupo-Moting, Davies, Ulrich. Let's type in the Bayern team as well. Let's put the Bayern team here. The Bayern team is out as well. How many of you own like Villarreal players? Let's do this. So most of the teams that we are waiting for their team news, or we are waiting for their team news, they've done it already. They've put it out. So Neuer obviously starts. I'm typing it in the chat for you guys. Upamecano. They have Pavard. Is Pavard playing at center back? Or is it Hernandez? Hernandez plays. Kimmich is playing at the back today. No midfield for him. Goretzka. Musiala. They have Sane. Sane didn't start last time out. Sane starts this time. Coman could be the one to come into my team in midfield. Coman. They also have Muller. Muller is always a very good differential. Yes, he didn't perform well in the last game in the Champions League, and he hasn't performed well in the last couple of games in the league. But Lewandowski is Lewandowski, and Muller is Muller. Muller can score anytime, and he is not owned by many people. But the problem is he's a striker, and I already have striker issues. I'm trying to get in Benzema, and I don't even know how I'm going to get him in because I really don't want to take out Diaz. Diaz is playing against Benfica tomorrow. Lewandowski. That is something hard names to spell. Lewandowski, Upamecano. So you have the teams from Real Madrid, from Bayern, and from Chelsea. You can look at Villarreal's team if they've put it out yet. Any questions you have, keep sending them in. My team name is Dream Team. Please take a look. What should I do now if I don't? Which position are you though, Martin? Let me know, please, which position you are. Relaxing Central, I'd taken a look at your team, but I didn't know if it was that one. What's your team name? Villarreal's team is out as well. So, Martin, Relaxing Central, just give me a team name and the position you are. Then let me just type in Villarreal team, and then we are done for the team news. Lewandowski. I don't think we expect too many surprises from Villarreal. Let's type in Rulli, Raul Albiol. There's the problem with Villarreal, whenever they put out their team news, they don't put it in terms of positions. They put it in terms of shirt number, and I hate that. So you have to break it down for yourself, who's playing at the back and who's not. So Pau Torres, I guess, he is a defender. Foyth is a defender. So Foyth. Stupinan, Kokalin, Lo Celso, Danjuma, Gerard Moreno, and then I'm missing 2 players. That's Capu and Parejo. Okay. Capu. and Parejo. Okay, that's the team news. Now I can take a look at you guys' team. So the team news is fully scrolling down the bottom. Real Madrid against Chelsea, Bayern against Villarreal. 28th. Okay. Do you think I should bring in Coman for Mahrez or Sane to free up cash? Don't take out Sane. That is the same problem I have right now. Should I really take out Vinicius for Benzema? That is possible, but taking out Sane for Coman, I'd say no. You can take out Mahrez for Coman, that is okay, and then just go all out Bayern. But taking out Sane for Coman, I feel that is basically like just doing the same thing. Unless you're very sure that Coman is going to outscore Mahrez, I don't think you can really say that. I'm in the top 10 or 20. You can't say exact number. Okay. You say the dream team. Relaxing Central said 28. So let me do that now. Leagues. Oh, you're one member away from 200 on the Everything Football League. So Relaxing Central is 28. Relaxing Central, hopefully that is your team. So Lewandowski, Salah, Foden, Sane, Jorginho. Jorginho is not playing. That makes it easy. James starts. Trent, I'm expecting him to. I don't know. I don't think there's 100% sure that Trent would start. Pavard is starting. Vlahovic. No way you still have Vlahovic in the team. No way, Relaxing Central, you still have Vlahovic in the team. No way. Halle is still in the team. How many transfers do you have? The other one. There's another one. Oh, thankfully this is not you. Thank goodness. I was about that. He has that. Wow, he has some players which meant he didn't make subs last time. The other one, yeah. There's two number 28. Thank you. Krilla CR7. That is your team. I remember checking it last time. CR7. Oh, thankfully that was not your team. Lewandowski, Diaz. This looks like your team, Relaxing Central. This looks like someone who follows Champions League fantasy. Fabinho, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Cancelo, Laporte. That's a lot of Man City players. Van Dijk, Kimmich, Trent, Mendy, Pino, Salah, Sane. So I'd be looking to take out Pino. I'd also try and get a second goalkeeper playing tomorrow. So I'd take out Ulrich for maybe a Vlach or something. Or if you want to go, you already have enough Liverpool players. If you didn't have enough Liverpool players, I would have recommended Alisson. He's actually a differential, surprisingly. Alisson is only owned by like 9%. So he's a differential. But in terms of goalkeeper, in case Mendy doesn't perform, I don't expect Vlach to perform that much better, but you could go for him. You could go for Ederson if you wanted. If you have enough cash, I would choose that second choice goalkeeper. I don't think Mendy will keep a clean sheet today. Pino, definitely try to take him out. So the only other thing you could do is to take out Mahrez for someone like a Danjuma, someone cheaper, and then you upgrade Pino to a striker who's going to play. If you're feeling, I wouldn't say two Villarreal players, so because you'd already have Danjuma. You could take out Mahrez for Danjuma, or Mahrez for Coman if you want to buy a Munich player, but then you wouldn't be able to upgrade Pino that much. So it depends on how much you have. But the three players that take out Pino, Ulrich, and Mahrez from your team. Those are the three players that take out. And then probably you only have Lewandowski. So you also have Sane. So you already have enough Bayern players, I'd say. If you really feel confident in Bayern, you could go for Coman. If you feel Villarreal will score against Bayern Munich, you could go for Danjuma instead of Mahrez, and then you can upgrade Pino to a better striker, like a striker who's playing, like a Gerard Moreno or something. Now, Bayern is a very good team attacking-wise, but defensively, I think Villarreal will score. I'm thinking selling Mahrez for Coman. You could do that. You'll have 4 Bayern players, so putting all your trust in them and get a better keeper too. That makes sense. I saw the rank, it's 6. Okay. So that's what you can do, Relaxing Central. Those are the 3 players I'd take out. Let's help Martin as well. 6. There you are, Mahan. Benzema. Oh, I'm jealous of you. You have Benzema in your team. Diaz, Lewandowski. I'd keep all 3 of those strikers. Bernardo Silva, Sane, Danjuma, Laporte, Robertson, Kimmich, James, Mendy. So I'd take out 1 Chelsea defender. Martin, I'd take out 1 Chelsea defender. I think Real Madrid will easily score 2 goals again today. So I don't think it's worth it changing the goalkeeper. Are you thinking of taking out James? James is definitely going to be attacking. So I'd be very tempted to take out Mendy for another goalkeeper from today, maybe Courtois. I'd maybe take out Mendy for Courtois to be a bit different, getting a Real Madrid defender there. So Courtois instead of Mendy. I'd obviously take out Alvarez, who's not going to play, but it depends on how much money you have on the bank. The rest of your team, I would not take out Robertson or Kimmich or Laporte. The only other thing you could do is to take out Bernardo Silva, if because he's really disappointed me as well. I have him in my FPL team as well and in my Champions League fantasy team. So if you want to spend all three transfers, which I would recommend you to do to enjoy the game more, obviously take out Alvarez, take out I said Mendy and Bernardo Silva if you want to be a bit different. But I see why you're the one who's asking about Salah, right? Yeah, you asked me about Salah Ali, right? Salah. I know why you're asking about Salah, because you literally have nothing to do with your team. Your team looks good. So I understand why you'd want to take out Salah, because you really don't have anywhere to spend that transfer. But I just take out Mendy, also take out Alvarez, and then probably take out Bernardo Silva. You could go for something different, like a Fabinho instead of Alvarez in midfield, something different like that. Goalkeeper-wise, you could take out Mendy for Courtois. Strikers, keep all of them. I don't think you can afford Coman. You could, if you can take out Bernardo Silva and bring in Coman and just put your trust in Bayern Munich. So those are the three things to do. The rest of your team looks good. The rest of your team looks good. I wouldn't make any changes at all. I see why you're asking about taking out Salah. I understand. You don't have any Chelsea midfielder. Kovacic starts, Kante starts, and who else starts? Maybe you can get you a Chelsea midfielder, Martin. Let's go here. Let's go to the transfers, because you can still get recovery points. The champions can still get recovery points even if they don't score. Loftus-Cheek is a massive differential as well. He played very well against Southampton, but Southampton is Southampton and Real Madrid is Real Madrid. So let's go to Chelsea. Let's see which midfielder you could get from Chelsea. So midfielders. Kante is 5.9. Loftus-Cheek is 6 million. Kovacic is 5.7. How many recovery points did Kante get so far? 22 balls recovered. If you really want a Chelsea midfielder, Martin, you could go for something really different. Like if you feel like you need to catch up, you're sixth on the table right now. If you feel like you need to get to the top 5 people, you could easily go for Loftus-Cheek instead of Alvarez in your team. I've seen you have Alvarez. You could go for Alvarez, like Loftus-Cheek instead of Alvarez. But I'm avoiding too many Chelsea players because I expect them to go out. I don't want that headache next game. Although we are getting more than 5 transfers still, so that's my recommendation. I have 0.3 in the bank. Thank you. I think I would sell Silva for Mount. That is okay. I don't mind that. I think Mount has done well. If you really want the Chelsea midfield, you could go for that. I don't think it's a massive. It's not like taking out De Bruyne for Mount. Bernardo Silva hasn't really impressed me recently at all. So if you have any other questions, keep sending them in. But I think it's time to sort out my team as well. I only have less than 1 hour, so let's take out Jorginho first. Who else though? Who else will you take out? Ulrich. 4.5 million Ulrich is, so I don't think I'll have enough. So let's take out those 2. And then probably Benzema. Would you guys get Benzema in if you didn't have him? Bernardo Silva. I don't have any other City attacker. I'm definitely going to keep Luis Diaz. So let's take a look at Real Madrid's midfield. Can I afford Coman first? Let's go to Bayern. I don't know if you can afford Coman. 8.9. If I bring in Coman, I'll have only 2.7 million. I can take out Rodiger, so I think I can take out Rodiger. I'll have 8.8 million. Real Madrid defenders. Let's go for the Real Madrid defenders. Let's see who's here, Real Madrid defender, who I can bring in. Nacho is 5.1 million. Mendy is 5.8. If I go for a cheaper goalkeeper, let's try the Benfica goalkeeper from tomorrow. Let's try the Benfica goalkeeper from tomorrow. Goalkeeper Vlacho. Vlacho is 5.4 million. Let's try how much money we'll have remaining. 3.4. Still not yet enough. I might not be able to bring in Coman into my team. I might not be able to bring in Coman. Yeah, this is very stressful. Even if I take out Rudiger, I can't really afford... who starts for Villarreal? Let me take a look at Villarreal's team again. I only have 2 Bayern players. I feel like I need 3. How are you, Arnold, man? It's going good. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Thinking of going heavy on Bayern. I'm thinking of the same exact thing. That's what I'm trying to do. Take a look at my team, rank 22. Thinking of switching Kante to Musiala, Thiago Silva to Konate. Hope Konate starts. I think he will start. I know there's always that rotation with Matip, but Matip seems to be the one starting in the Premier League. Kante to Musiala, Thiago Silva to Konate. Rank 22, let's see. Rank 22. Last minute. We are doing this just like a team name, and at last minute. So you only have 1 playing goalkeeper as well. Another problem I have in my team. So that's the one thing I try and sort out. 1 goalkeeper, getting in another goalkeeper who's going to play. Oh, so right away, I think 2 Chelsea defenders is too much, Arnold. I think 2 Chelsea defenders is too much. I think Real Madrid will get another 2 goals. So I'll be looking to take out Thiago Silva, to be honest, alongside Ulrich. And also, you said, let's see, you said you want to take out Kante for Musiala. That's not a bad idea. Thiago Silva to Konate, so you had actually thought about taking out Thiago Silva, so that's great. So yeah, I'd say yes for that. I would say yes for that. I would say yes for that. That's a good plan. Your strikers, you have Benzema, Lewandowski, and Muller. I would keep that as well. You don't have the stress I have. I don't have Benzema in my team, and I'm trying to get him in. Benzema is currently owned by 26%. This is going to be a tough one. I have 3 have you ever had 3 transfers and you have too much to do, you don't even know what to do with it? I wish it was like FPL, you can just carry the transfer to when you need it. I'm thinking of selling Bernardo Silva and getting a Real Madrid midfielder, Valverde, Kroos, Modric, or Casemiro. Modric has always picked up more than 4 points. Relaxing Central. I think there's only once or twice he didn't. When he didn't play, he played like less than 60 minutes then. Modric always picks up 4 points, and he always has the potential of crossing the ball like he did for Benzema last game. Valverde is only around 6 million as well, so I'd go for the one that is really differential. Let's see who's currently owned by the list right now. Midfielders, Real Madrid. Casemiro, I wouldn't go for Casemiro. I know he does pop in with some goals sometimes from corners and free kicks, but 7.4 million is a lot. Modric, 8.3 million. Kroos. Valverde is 6 million. So if you're trying to save money, relaxing Central, Valverde would be good for you, 6 million. But if you have enough money, you could go for Modric. Let's take Jorginho. Let's check Musiala from Bayern if I can afford him. Musiala. How much is Musiala? 6.9 million. Can I go for Musiala 6.9 million? I'd have 0.2 million remaining. If I take out Rudiger and take out Ulrich, I will have 10.8 million. That sounds good. Let me bring in Vlacho. Vlacho is playing tomorrow. How much is Alisson Becker? 6.4. I'll have 4.4. Nope. Let's try Vlacho there. And then in terms of defenders, this is going to work out perfect, isn't it? Let's go for Real Madrid defender. It's 5.4 million. I can afford Nacho, but man, do I really want to bring Nacho? Who should I bring in terms of defenders? I can't believe I'm about to go without Benzema again. I think I'm crazy. How much is Vinicius owned by at the moment? 19%. But these returns are so bad. He's only scored 2 goals. But you know the thing with Vinicius? He gets chances. The thing is, he gets chances. Like he hit the post against Chelsea last time. He got a couple of one-on-one chances he missed. He assisted Benzema's goal. Can I go without Benzema again? I'll really regret this if I go without Benzema again. I'm pretty sure. But then there's something inside telling me if you take out Vinicius for Benzema, today it's going to be Vinicius' chance to score a hat-trick and then Benzema to be assisting him. Valverde. Let's do this. Let's do the opposite. Let's try and get in a Real Madrid midfielder and a Bayern defender instead. Let's try that. A Real Madrid midfielder. Let's go for the defender from Bayern first. Let's see if that is possible. 5.8 million. Lucas Hernandez is 5.7. Who's going to play as a centre back? 6.8. Let's try Kimmich. So I'll have 5.5 million if I get Kimmich. I will not afford Valverde. Who's going to play centre back for Bayern Munich today? Is it going to be Pavard or is it going to be Lucas Hernandez? Who's going to play as a centre? Is it going to be Kimmich? I doubt. Kimmich is going to play as right back, right? I don't want the centre backs. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So it's up to Pavard gets a lot of recovery points if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Yeah, Pavard he got 47 ball recoveries so far. And how about Lucas Hernandez? Lucas Hernandez 45 as well. Very close. Very, very close. 2 goals. Has any of them ever assisted this season? The reason why I love Kimmich is because he's on free kicks and corners, but these other guys have picked up more points than him. Who is the better attacker, Pavard or Lucas Hernandez? Because I've seen both of them scoring some banging goals for France in the World Cup and stuff. Let's try Pavard. And then I'll have 6 million to sort out my midfield. Let's go for a Real Madrid midfielder. How good has Valverde done so far? 1 point, 1.3 points, 2 points. I mean, that doesn't fill me up with confidence, by the way. That does not fill me up with confidence at all. I'll prefer a different kind of midfielder. So Vlacho tomorrow. So Pavard, Vlacho. Let's try Valverde. So I'll have 0.5 million remaining. Let's check the goalkeepers. I mean, if you've been playing FPL and Champions League Fantasy at the same time, it's very stressful. Now, I even play the Norwegian FPL from Norway. I play the FPL. I don't even watch their games. I've never watched their games, but I really do follow it. And it's very stressful. You're trying to pick up players that you've never watched, like from the Norwegian league. This is hella stressful. Is there any goalkeeper at 6 million? All of them are past 6 million. Ederson is 6.1. Can I afford him? I'll have 5.9 million. I can't afford Ederson tomorrow. 5.9 is not enough to get any other goalkeeper apart from Vlach. I would really have wanted to get in Courtois. Because Chelsea will, but I can't get Courtois because I already have a playing goalkeeper for today. I would have really loved to get him in because Chelsea have to kind of attack. And the fact that Chelsea have to attack, that's what scares me about missing out on Benzema. Chelsea will go forward and Benzema will get some chances. I think Real Madrid have had like 6 penalties or something like that crazy, like over the last 1 month. Rishabh, how are you? Rishabh says, looking at Salah form, can one take a chance to transfer him out? You're the 4th person to ask that today. And you're actually making me think, but I still wouldn't. Like, it's Benfica at home. I don't think he'll be rested for the entire 90 minutes. Now, I did predict Firmino to start, and I did predict Diaz to start. I think Salah could be the other one, and Salah just needs 45 minutes to do the job. That's the thing. It's very risky. He's owned by close to 50%. So if you take him out and he scores twice tomorrow, you're in big trouble. So it depends who you're trying to bring in, Rishabh. If Lewandowski is a midfield and you're trying to take out Salah for Lewandowski, that would be great. But Vinicius, Benzema. Who's playing up front with who's going to play up front with Benzema and Vinicius? It's Valverde, right? So I'm going to stick with Valverde, honestly. Who's going to play further forward, Modric or Valverde? I think I'll stick with this. I'll not overthink it. I'll go with Vlacho. And then I'll just have 0.5 million in the bank. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to overthink it. That's what I'm going to do with my team. The transfers are being made Jorginho out, Valverde in, Rudiger out, Pavard in, Ulrich out, Vlacho in. Those are my transfers, and that is it. I'm not going to overthink it, man. Transfers made. My job, my team job is done. Totally done. Anel says Modric if you really want a Madrid midfielder. Very expensive though, Anel. I can't jump up to almost 9 million. None else is worth it. I'm just going to go for differential in terms of Valverde. Why not Valverde to Fabinho? Now I wanted a Real Madrid. I do want to go into this match with only one Madrid player, so I wanted a second Real Madrid player. I already have 3 Liverpool players in my team, so I think that is enough. I was too late. I'm also getting Valverde and Vinicius in, but I got Mendy at goalie. Having one Chelsea goalkeeper is fine. Like one Chelsea defender is okay, as long as you don't have a Thiago Silva or a Rudiger or a James as well. I don't think Chelsea will keep a clean sheet. So let me just arrange this team. So Rolly plays Havertz, Sane, Valverde, Lewandowski, Vinicius. That's 7 players playing for me today. Then tomorrow, I have how many tomorrow? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have 8 tomorrow. Bayern players have gone for 3 Bayern players, Lewandowski, Sane, and Pavard. I've gone for 1 Villarreal player. So even if Lewandowski takes a penalty and it's saved, it's going to be my goalkeeper saving it. Havertz against Chelsea, against Real Madrid, and then Vinicius and Valverde against Chelsea. I think that's good enough. I'm still missing Benzema. I'm very scared about doing that, but I just couldn't get him in because of the money. Yeah, Aiden, I know I am crazy. But to be honest, I didn't feel it was worth it taking out Vinicius for Benzema. I know Benzema is on penalties, and I know Benzema scores way many goals than Vinicius. But I watched the Chelsea game last week. I watched Real Madrid over the weekend against Getafe. I watched Real Madrid against Celta Vigo. Like, Vinicius gets a few openings as well. Like against Chelsea last week, he was hitting the post and everything. Benzema was very lucky with the chances, like 1 shot, 1 goal, 2nd shot, 2nd goal. I would not want to take out Vinicius for Benzema, and then Vinicius is the one scoring a hat-trick today. I'd be very, very gutted about that. So I'm going to risk it again. But in the next round, if they qualify, is definitely going to be in my team. Don't worry about that. Martin says, thank you, mate. Massive today. Good luck with the team. Thank you, Martin. Rishabh says, looking at Bayern ultra attack lineup, I think Villarreal might catch them on the break. So I will not be surprised if Villarreal score. I say they're going to score at home and away against them. And in the last game for Bayern literally were defending last game against Villarreal so that to avoid conceding 2 or 3 goals against them. So Bayern's attack is very good, but I don't think their defense is the same. So I'll do the same. If you're just joining, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Anel says, don't worry about Benzema. If Benzema scores, Vinicius gets the assist at least. That's what I'm thinking. It's the same thing the way we usually stress on FPL. Should I get Mane or Salah? And then, I've only had Jota once in my FPL team, and it always damages me. But you can't really bring in Salah and Jota at the same time. By the way, I would save 1 cheap, even non-playing player to find a way to bring in Salah if it was my team. I would save 1 cheap non-playing player to find a way to bring in Salah if it was my team. I know a lot of people are thinking about taking out Salah. Some people are saying you can't go without Salah. I'm one of them. I think Salah only needs like 45 minutes to do the job against and I can see Lewandowski on TV coming in from the bus. He looks very ready. So I agree with you, Aiden. I'm looking at him right now. He looks very ready. Lewandowski masterclass. Z Pedro says, nice team. Thank you. Vinicius masterclass incoming better. He better do the job for me because I've just seen Benzema scores. It is scary. I think 17 points, 16 points and everything. It's just crazy. Vinicius, Lewandowski and Benzema masterclass. And also what is making me go for Vinicius instead of Benzema, last time my differentials did kind of work. Like I had the Villarreal goalkeeper and everyone had like every other goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper got me 7 points against Bayern. Also, I had Havertz. I don't think many people had Havertz. He got me 7 points. So I'm happy with going with a couple of differentials. Obviously, as you can see, this team definitely lacked Benzema, which kind of killed me off. And Salah, Trent, and Sane all blanked last time out and never did anything last time. So let's hope it does work. Thank you everyone for joining so far. Rishabh says if Bayern concede, they do it big this season. Yeah, I think they conceded 5 against Mönchengladbach. They conceded. I watched the game the other day against, I think it was it Augsburg or Freiburg, one of those teams, and they only won by 1-0. So they do struggle sometimes. If Bayern went out today, I'd be very. Can you imagine if Bayern went out today? Like Liverpool would be very happy. If Liverpool gets to face Benfica and then Villarreal, they would be very happy. Relaxing Central says risk it and go Captain Vinicius. That is too far. That is way too far. Lewandowski, I know he blanked last time. Remember the last time Lewandowski blanked? Last time he blanked against Salzburg, he got 2 points. The second leg, he got 24. Yeah, he got 22 points more than he did in the first leg. They literally pissed him off. And in the second game, he scored 1 goal, assisted 3, got player of the match, 2 penalties earned, and they won 7-1. I'd not be surprised if Bayern went out and scored another 7 goals today. I would not. Those guys are bad, man. Those guys are machines. Those German guys are not a joke. It's just like Bayern, like Germany the last 12 years. 2010 World Cup, 2014 World Cup. They are usually very, very good in terms of just being relentless, especially when they're down like 1-0 today. They'll go for it. RK says, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thank you, RK. Anyone who does that, appreciate it. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 on this channel very soon, by the way. Why I said Salah, I meant Benzema. WTF. It's because I think a lot about selling Salah. Yeah, we've talked about Salah a lot. So let's go back to what you had said, Martin. By the way, I would save one cheap non-playing player to find a way to bring in Benzema. So that is what you meant. You're really dreaming Salah, right? Benzema, I would, but yeah, I couldn't afford it. If I was to bring in Benzema, I would have had to change my team around. Like I would have had to go for either taking out Havertz instead of Jorginho. So I'm just happy to keep it like that. Or take out Diaz for Benzema. I didn't want to take out Diaz because he's playing against Benfica tomorrow. He did very well in the first leg against them. In the next game also, like he's playing against FC Porto. Obviously, he used to be a Benfica. He's playing against Benfica. He used to be an FC Porto player, and he hates Benfica. So I can expect him to start and score again. If Bayern go out, there goes my fantasy, says Arnold. Not just yours, man. A lot of people have 4 or 5 players from Bayern. I'm predicting Liverpool Man City final, says Rishabh. So that means we're getting 3 Man City games versus Liverpool games in the space of 1 month. We watched Man City Liverpool the other day. We are going to watch them again this Saturday. And also, again, that would be nice. I'm definitely predicting a Bayern versus Man City final. Not Bayern Man City here. Bayern Man City final for me. Teza says I also have Vinicius, but the issue is Benzema. Not only is he scary, tell me about it. With points, but he will increase in price. He will, I know, but I don't know. I think we have more than 5 transfers next time. The moment, like, if you feel like it's going to increase in price, the moment this match week starts like this, you can just take out 1 strike and then bring in Benzema right away. I don't think we should think that much about the transfers or the prices right now, because we only have 3 more match days remaining. So if it was like the first, second, or the third match day, then you can think about the prices. Teza says I'm 40th in the league. Let me check it. I would bring in a cheap player around 4.5 million for bench to find a way for bringing in Benzema. Martin, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just hoping Benzema doesn't go mad. I think I saw your comment on the United Star channel. You did, yeah. I usually comment there whenever I troll them a lot. I troll Manchester United a lot. So yeah, I do have a couple of comments on there trolling Mark. Mark is a legend, by the way. I'm 40th in your league, says Teza. Let's go to leagues. 40th. Let's take a look at Teza's team. By the way, if you want me to be taking a look at your team, the link is always in the description to join. Teza, there's 4 people in 40th, so which is your team? I'll leave it on screen for you to let me know. There is Battlestar Galactica, interesting name. SCN, there is STAMIM, there is Team 3. Which is your team? Teza? Martin says, thanks, mate. You helped massive today. Good luck with the team. I appreciate it. Tessa says, Team 3, the greatest. You had to add that on, right? The greatest. Let's take a look at your team. Oh, wow. The points total you have right now, 666, is the weirdest number to ever have. Oh, he scored 113 points in match day 8. Crazy. Vinicius, Diaz, Lewandowski, Bernardo Silva, Sane, Danjuma, Thiago Silva, Otamendi, Laporte. So as I've already told everyone by now so far, I wouldn't go for 2 Chelsea defenders, so I'd be taking out Thiago Silva or Mendy. I can see you don't have any Real Madrid defenders, so you can go for Courtois instead of Mendy. Or if you want to take out Thiago Silva, you could take him out for someone like a Carvajal. Carvajal really attacks on the right side, so he could get you an assist from nowhere. So that is what you could do, fast transfer. Sola is out injured, so you should definitely take him out for another Bayern Munich player. Probably, for me, I've chosen Pavard. You could go for Lucas Hernandez if you prefer, one of those Bayern players. And then the third one, I can't see a lot to do in your team. You could take out Mahrez if you wanted, because you already have Bernardo Silva. You could take out Bernardo Silva and just leave Mahrez. I think Mahrez will start as well. You could take out Bernardo Silva for someone else, probably another Bayern midfielder. Oh, you only have Lewandowski from Bayern Munich. You are very brave. I think Lewandowski is not enough. I think they'll score 3 goals today. So just to give you my prediction, Bayern Munich 3, Villarreal 1. I'm going to go for Chelsea to lose again. Real Madrid 2, Chelsea 1. I'm going to go for Liverpool, same score as last time. So Liverpool 3, Benfica 1. And I am going to go for Atletico Madrid 1, Man City 1. So Man City will go through still. So Teza, that's what I would do. Take out Sule for another Bayern defender. Take out Mendy or Thiago Silva, whoever you want to take out from the Chelsea defense. Either bring in a Real Madrid goalkeeper or a Real Madrid defender. And then if you want to change Bernardo Silva to someone different, you could do that as well. Some will say bring in Musiala. Some will say you can afford Musiala. If you take out Bernardo Silva, you can bring in Musiala. I haven't made any transfers yet. Anil says, Glenn, it's still 5 transfers for next round, but you're allowed 6 players per team. So 5 transfers next time. Let's assume Lewandowski goes through, Vinicius, Diaz. So hopefully that helps you, Teza. So let's see. Let's take a look at the team and take Anel's advice. So Lewandowski, I'm expecting him to be in the next round. Same with Vinicius, Valverde, Sane, Salah, Cancelo, Laporte, Trent, Pavard. That's 10 players. Diaz, that's 11. Bernardo Silva, that's 12. So I'm expecting 3 players from my team to go out. That's Mandava against Man City, Vlacho against Liverpool, and Rulli against Bayern. So I already don't have a goalkeeper for next round. I have to think about getting in another goalkeeper for next round. So 5 transfers is okay, considering 3 players will be out of my team, and then an extra 2 transfers in case of any injuries. The next match day will be in the next 2 weeks. So we don't have a game next week. We don't have a Champions League game next week, but the other week we do have. And it could be some big games. Bayern against Man City. Bayern against Man City, no. Bayern against Liverpool, Man City against Real Madrid. That's the teams. But I'm just assuming. I don't know. We don't know which teams are going to go through. I used to have the suspended Real Madrid defender, Militao. They've started with Nacho today, but I think Carvajal is better from that defense for today, or Courtois. Ezra, how are you, man? Thank you for all your comments, by the way. Do you think I go for Havertz and sell Coman? No, I would not sell. Bayern against Villarreal, Real Madrid against Chelsea. You just have to ask yourself which fixture is easy. And the answer is Bayern Munich against Villarreal. Chelsea are going away to Real Madrid. And Havertz is not like on penalties or anything. So it could be, by the way, Jorginho is not playing, but if they get a penalty, it's going to be Havertz who takes it, but I still don't think it's worth it. I think Bayern will just go for it totally. I'm thinking of, can you get both into your team, Ezra? I'm thinking of captaining Sane or Coman instead of Lewandowski. You could always do that, man. You could always do that. But Lewandowski is guaranteed 90 minutes. Coman, let me just check for you. So Sane didn't play last game he came on. So Sane played 28 minutes last time, 90 before that, 90 before that, 90 before that again, then 87, 72, 90, 90. So you'll get at least 75 minutes from Sane. Coleman, if it was a player who's going to get subbed for Gnabry, it's probably going to be Coleman, right? Let's take a look at Bayern midfielders. Coleman. Sane has scored 82 points this season, Coleman 42. So 90 minutes for Coleman last time, 66 before that, 90 before that. I hate players like this, 71. I hate players who play 70 today and then 90 tomorrow and then 54 tomorrow. You just don't know. But yeah, 64. Coleman gets you an average of 60 minutes on that pitch before getting subbed. So if you want a player who's going to be there for 90 minutes, Sane in terms of captaincy relaxing central. De Bruyne for Salah. Still no. I'm going to go for Man City to score 1 goal tomorrow, and I'm going for Liverpool to score 3. De Bruyne is definitely going to start. Salah is 80% to start, but Salah only needs 45 minutes against that team to do it. So unless you don't have any other, unless you already have other Liverpool players, maybe a Jota or a Diaz, and then you don't have any Man City player, then that makes sense. But if you already have like a Mahrez or you already have a Bernardo Silva, and you don't have any Liverpool players at all, then you should keep Salah. But have a balance of at least 2 players from both of those teams. If that helps, only take W's. You actually answered the question in the next comment. You're making my work very easy. I have 4 Man City players, don't have much to do with my transfers. I understand sometimes you don't have much to do with your transfers. Let me know which position you are in the team, in the league, only taking W's, and then I'll help you out. I understand not having anything to do, but you could find something to do just to be a bit different. Ezra says, do you think Konate will start next match? Yes. Matip seems to be the one who starts in the Premier League games. He started against Man City. They're playing against Man City again on Saturday. Konate has been playing in the Champions League a couple of times. So I think Konate will be the one starting, especially the fact that they have 3 goals already. I'd also, by the way, I'd not even be surprised if they rested Van Dijk and played Konate and Matip. I'd not be surprised at all. Because Van Dijk needs a rest somewhere. They have a lot of big games coming up after this. Ray, how are you? My transfers are Diaz to Vinicius. That is what people are asking me to do, taking out Diaz for Benzema. But Diaz is playing against why do I keep on saying FC Porto? He came from FC Porto. He's playing against Benfica tomorrow. But as a FC Porto former player, he will want to go crazy. Weigl to Fabinho and Mendy to Neuer. I love the Mendy to Neuer pick. Weigl to Fabinho, that makes sense. And Diaz to Vinicius. The one that I'm kind of doubting is Diaz to Vinicius, but they could easily score the same points because Chelsea will also go all-out attack today and leave some spaces. Chelsea are playing with 4 defenders. The last time they played with 4 defenders, they conceded 4 goals against Brentford. They do not know how to play with 4 defenders. Sina, how are you? My rubbish players are Alonso. Rubbish players. Sina's had enough of these players. My rubbish players are Alonso, Vlacho. Do you mean Gundogan? And even Rudiger? What should I do? I consider Vlacho to Courtois. That is okay. Who's your other goalkeeper? Obviously, as you know by now, like get 2 playing goalkeepers playing on different days, one from today and one from tomorrow. So you can't have a Bayern goalkeeper and also a Real Madrid goalkeeper. It's a bit of a waste. So Vlacho to Courtois sounds good. Alonso to Pavard sounds perfect for me. And Gundogan to who? I hope you mean Gundogan. You could go for, I don't know if you have Danjuma in your team. Again, so I'm going to give you that question again. Sina and only take W's. Let me know which position you are in the Everything Football League, and then I can take a look at your team easily. We still have around 28 minutes. 6.1 million in the bank. Oh, wow. So I don't even need to see a team, actually. Gundogan to who? Oh, to anyone, Sina. You can even get Messi and Ronaldo if you want. You have 6 million in the bank. 6.1 million, you could go for Coman from Bayern Munich. You can go for, if maybe you want another Chelsea player, you could go for Havertz, but I'd go for another Bayern midfielder. That is enough money. So Alonso to Pavard, Vlacho to Courtois, and then Gundogan to any Bayern midfielder, Coman or Sane, any of those 2. Ray says, sorry, it's Capu to Fabinho. Capu to Fabinho. I'd actually be very tempted to keep Capu in the team, Ray. I'd have been very tempted to keep him because of the recovery points. I expect him to have a lot of defending to do. And for Fabinho and Van Dijk, something is kind of telling me this could be the game for them to be rested, Fabinho and Van Dijk, because they have a lot of games coming up. But nevertheless, it's still not a bad transfer. I knew if he starts. Sina says Alisson Becker. Alisson is your other goalkeeper, so he plays tomorrow. So Vlacho for Courtois is okay, Sina, and then Alonso to Pavard, and then Gundogan if you meant him for any other midfielder from Bayern, Coman or Sane. What do you think of Goretzka for Coman? How are you, ex-Kia? Definitely not. Definitely not. Coman is playing farther ahead. I'm definitely going to stick with Coman. He's a Champions League final scorer. He won Bayern the Champions League. He's definitely staying in my team. If I had him in my team, that is. So Goretzka for Coman, no. Goretzka for someone else in your team, maybe. So let me know which other midfielders you have in your team. Roman says, I'm not sure about Arnold and Salah. Now, I'm okay with Salah. I have a feeling as well Trent could be the game to be rested as well, but Trent did miss one game or two games. He could decide to rest him against if he's not fully recovered. So I don't have a problem with you taking out Trent at all. If you want to take out Trent for someone else, it's okay. Salah is the one I'm really, really afraid of taking out for sure. Ray says, I prefer Coman since goal threat is higher of him, but Goretzka is decent too. If you're bringing in Goretzka for someone else in the midfield, like maybe a Kante or a Fabinho, that could be okay, Kia. Sin also says, no, after selling Gundogan, I have 6.1 million. Oh, that makes sense. After selling Gundogan, I was like, what? How the hell do you have all that money? Like, are you actually adding your own money into your FPL team? Into your Champions League fantasy team, have Danjuma, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Coman already. Gundogan. Gundogan started in the last game, right, against Atletico Madrid. 6.1 million, and you already have Danjuma, De Bruyne, Mahrez, and Coman. That is not enough to get Musiala. Musiala is 6.7. I don't know. I'd be really tempted to keep Gundogan, unless you want. Let me do this for you. Let me go to. Obviously, that man is not enough for any Bayern player. I don't know. Do you want a Chelsea player? Like I've just told people before, like Loftus-Cheek. Let's go to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek is starting today. He's only 6 million. Like if you really want to be differential, Cena, Loftus-Cheek is only 6 million. He's going to play today, but you'll have to take him out in the next game because even if Chelsea go through, he'll probably not start against Man City. And if they go out, that's a transfer you need to make. So if you're feeling really differential and you want to try something different, you could go for Loftus-Cheek. You could even go for Kante if you wanted for the recovery points. But if you want to be very safe, you can go for Valverde from Real Madrid. Cena, he's also 6 million. Kia says, I have Vinicius, but I can get Benzema instead. What do you think? I mean, I just kept Vinicius instead of Benzema in my own team. But if you feel like Benzema is going to outscore Vinicius, go for it, Kia. I have gone for Vinicius instead of Benzema, but I'm going to watch the game behind the sofa because I know Benzema could easily punish me again today. He could easily get 2 goals. So if you feel like you need to do that, just go for it. I don't mind that at all. The reason for me I've kept Vinicius instead of Benzema is because last time I didn't have Benzema, I had Vinicius. Vinicius did have some chances. He hit the post. He had some one-on-one chances as well. Benzema got the hat trick. And the third goal for Benzema, it was a mistake from Mendy. So let's say 2 goals. If I took out Vinicius for Benzema and then today Vinicius is the one to score a hat trick and Benzema blanked, I would be very mad. So I just kept Vinicius. I'd rather have a player I've not had for a few weeks than a player who I've had and then I take out and then he scores. You might keep him. Who's your other striker, Kia? If you can get Benzema for any of your other strikers, who's your other striker apart from Lewandowski? I'm just assuming you have Lewandowski. Anel says, Cena, get Fabinho, Rodri. Not bad options. 6 million range, you could go for Valverde, you could go for Danjuma, you could go for Fabinho, you could go for Loftus-Cheek if you want a differential. Kia says, my friend has Benzema and is higher than me on the leaderboard. That's why I want to get Vinicius. That makes sense. If we only have 3 more match weeks after this, so if you want to catch up with someone, you really have to go differential. So if you want to keep up with him, then you can get Benzema for Vinicius in case you're afraid he's going to open up the gap. But if you want to get to him right away, then you can bring in Vinicius. Actually, what I would do is to get both of them if you're trying to catch up with someone. Ray says, I'm 13th in your league. Do top 10 get any prize? I mean, this is the first season I have an everything football league. But from next season, we'll think about that. Now the problem is captain who, Lewandowski or Benzema. Ray, by the I play a lot of money leagues in the FPL, so I've not yet adapted it to the Champions League. Now the problem is captain whom, Lewandowski or Benzema. Lewandowski for me. I know both of them are on penalties, but I still believe Villarreal is an easier opponent than Chelsea at home. So I'd still go for Lewandowski. Not saying Benzema is a bad option. You can definitely go for him for sure. Thank you, and for everyone who has subscribed, by the way. So that is the team. So that's my final team. So let me change that to transfers have already been made. So I do have Rulli, Cancelo, Laporte, Alexander-Arnold, Pavard, Valverde, Havertz, Sane, Salah, Lewandowski, Vinicius, and then on the bench, Vlacho, Diaz, Bernardo Silva, Mandava. So if you have any questions about your team after today, you can just comment on this video after it's after we finish the stream. You can just comment on this video and just ask it. I'll see it before anytime today or tomorrow, and then I'll reply to you. In terms of changing your captain or anything, you'll just put the question on this video. Benzema, cause Real fan. Lewandowski since Villarreal, easy. Benzema because they're a Real fan. I've fallen for that a lot of times, captaining the team you support, but just be different. If Benzema scores, at least you're still happy. So go for Lewandowski. That's what I'd do. Goes for Lewandowski. Thank you, Ray, for all the questions. Kia, Arnold, Sina, Roman. Only taking W's, relaxing central, Ezra, Teza, Martin, Rishab, RK. We got Aiden. We got more than almost 25 people. Pedro. Did I forget anyone? Summit as well joined earlier on. Thank you all for your comments. Why not Modric for Valverde? Because for me, I didn't have money for Modric. Modric is more than 8 million and Valverde is only 6 million. If you have enough money to go for Modric, if you have close to 9 million Kia, you could go for Modric. But I didn't go for Modric because I don't have enough money. It was taking out Jorginho for someone, and it only could be Valverde because I had to upgrade Ulrich to Vlacho, and I also had to get Pavard in. So Valverde is 6 million Kia. Modric is like 8 point something, 8.6 or 7 around there. Anel says, I'm a Madrid fan and I'm captaining Lewandowski. So that's the answer, Ray. Sina says, I'm 9th in your league. Ray says, you should do a watch along sometime to be fun. That is what I was thinking. So that is definitely what, if it doesn't happen this season because the Champions League is already ending, I'll definitely be doing it. The Champions League fantasy will not end. So next season, Premier League Fantasy FPL will return on the channel, and also Champions League Fantasy will always be there from the first day. So next season, the plan is to do watch-alongs and different watch-alongs. Like everyone does watch-alongs just like Real Madrid versus Chelsea, but mine will be like Champions League related. So we'll be doing a watch-along where we just follow the players who we have mostly. Like, so you just follow like a Lewandowski or Benzema, in terms of like a Champions League watch along, basically. So that will definitely come soon. Since you've suggested it, Ray, we might even try and do it from the next from the semi-final. Relaxing Central says Ten Hag to United. Here we go. I think United definitely need it. Relaxing Central. I think I'm guessing you're a United fan. Guessing you need it because I don't think Ranić has done the job. Ranić was not a coach recently. He was a director or something. So I think right now the way Man United are playing, even if they are in the Champions League right now, it seems like that's what I'm usually scared of. Like someone like Pogba, he doesn't have to give 100% because he's not going to be there next season. Rashford is not on top of his game. Ronaldo, will he be there? Will he not be there? I know they've said he's going to stay, but a lot of players we are not sure are going to be there next season. So I want to check the two teams, the guys who sent their team. Sina said 9th and Ray said 13th. So let's take a look at that as the final thing for this stream. 9th and 13th. We have 200 members now in the league, by the way. 13th. Dev Gamer, that's definitely you. Because your name is Dev Ray, I guess Dev Gamer is you. Chicken Wingers. Benzema, Lewandowski, Diaz, I'm happy with the striking. Kapu, Sane, Weigl, yeah, I would definitely have taken out Weigl as well as you did. So if I'd look at this team for the first time, I'd take out Thiago Silva, I'd take out Weigl, and I'd probably, to be honest, take out Kapu as well. Those would have been my 3 transfers. Well, those are the 3 transfers you made. Let's confirm that. If those are the 3 transfers you made. My transfers are Diaz to Vinicius. So you've gone 2 Real Madrid strikers. Interesting. Weigl to, I'm pretty sure you changed this. Kapu to Fabinho. And then Mendy to Neuer. I think that's probably what I would have done as well. Maybe since you've taken out Mendy instead of Thiago Silva, I don't think there's a huge difference as long as you took out 1 Chelsea defender. That looks good. They're decent enough. And Sina said 9th in the league. Savaran, that's the team, right, Sina? I hope that's the team, Sina. Thanks for the stream. Take care to Relaxing Central. Thinking the same, says Ray. I have never Lewandowski and Salah. This is I'm in 9th in the league. You've never had Lewandowski and Salah? Oh, sure. You should be hosting this show, Sina, not me. How are you 9th and you've never had Salah? Now, I didn't have Salah. There's a match they didn't have Salah, and that's the match that literally hit me a lot this season. That's me. Nope, I did not. Have fun, everyone. Thank you, Ray. So Sina had Laporte, Rudiger, Van Dijk, Cancelo, Becker, De Bruyne, Coman, Danjuma, Diaz, Muller, Benzema. Oh man, you still don't have Lewandowski and Salah. You brave guy. Please do me a favor, Sina. Let it be a first time having Lewandowski. Lewandowski will score 2 goals today, Sina. I just have a feeling. So I know you were saying Gundogan, so I would have taken out Alonso as well. I'd have taken out probably Gundogan as well. 5 Man City players away to Atletico is a bit too much. And you have Lacho and Alisson both playing on the same day. So that's the one thing you needed to change, like get a goalkeeper who's playing on a different day. So I would have taken out Vlacho for Rulli, or Alisson is actually a differential, so I'd keep him and then take out Gundogan for someone else and then Alonso for someone else as well. But I think you've already made your transfers. So that looks good. As always, in case you have any questions for your captaincy and everything, just comment on this video after we end the stream, after today's games, and then you can talk about that in the comment section. But that is how the team is looking. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for all the new subscribers. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure to do that. I'd really appreciate it. So Real Madrid against Chelsea, Bayern Munich against Villarreal. I did put a poll in the chat asking which players are being captained. Let me just check what the results were before I end it. That's the final thing. I'm on for another 1 minute if you have any last minute questions. Let's see. Yeah, I did put a poll. 40 of you have voted. I asked which players are you captaining from tonight's games. 73% said Lewandowski, 20% said Benzema, and 8% said a differential. Interesting. Summit says 194 rank in your league. Let me do that. I want to continue until the end with Lewandowski. Wow, Sina, you are brave. You are very brave. Without Lewandowski. I didn't know about captain rules. And understandable, Summit. So Since you said that, I'll soon be doing a video about helping people out, like the new players, because for us, like doing this, like we're used to it, but there's so many people who are usually joining, so they wouldn't really know, because FPL is different from Champions League Fantasy. So I definitely understand. I'm not understanding like you need to get two different captains. So I will do that very, very soon. Summit says we're 94 rank in your league. Let's check that as a final thing, and then we can now end it. Don't be too stressed, Summit. When you're new in the Champions League Fantasy, those things definitely happen. Let's see. Team Fearless, that's the one, Summit. Let's see. You said check the match day 7. Which match day is this again? Match day 10. This is 9. This is 8. This is 7. This was a match day 7. Yeah, you had Ronaldo as captain. That must have really hurt. He added 6 points though, so. And he joined late as well, right? So yeah, I understand now. Like, he joined the Champions League Fantasy late this season. So no worries. So this season, you're not trying to really achieve anything, Sammy. This is just a season to learn. So just try and learn a lot this season. And then next season, we'll make sure you're in the top 10 or second after me, obviously. I'm going for that first next season. This was my first Champions League Fantasy, though I played FPL a lot, so I know stuff, says Ray. Yeah, but you know the Champions League Fantasy is different from the FPL. Like the number of transfers you're allowed. The Champions League didn't even actually have prize rises like FPL. Yeah, videos helpful. Thank you, Summit. This was my first welcome to UCL Fantasy. So thank you, Ray and Summit, for staying until the end. So no worries about that one. You'll just learn a bit this season, Summit. In the next season, you will be ready to crush it. But thank you guys for watching. We only have 5 minutes until the game starts. Final look at my team. Hopefully, I've done everything. Sina says Kovacic or Loftus-Cheek is going to attack more, and is a massive differential as well. So that's what I would go for. So Rulli, Cancelo, Laporte, Alexander-Arnold, Pavard, Valverde, Havertz, Sane, Salah, Lewandowski, and Vinicius Jr., Diaz, Bernardo Silva, Mandava, and Vlacho. Take care, everyone. I will definitely see you next time. Bye to you too, Ray, and have fun watching the match as well. That was a pretty good stream. Thank you, and for everyone who subscribed. We are so close to 1,000. So hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll definitely catch up with you guys on the next one.